Now takes a 3-2 lead in games as the series moves back to Cleveland. Well, the merry Mexican Lee Trevino is merry tonight as he won the Colonial National Invitational in Fort Worth. This birdie putt at 16 vaulted Trevino to his first PGA victory ever in his home state of Texas and his first win in more than 14 months. Supermex's 3 over par 73 dropped him to 7 under for the tournament, but it was good enough to beat second-place finisher Mike Morley by a shot. Don January and Tom Weiskopf finished deadlocked for third, 4 shots off the pace. On the LPGA circuit, Sue Roberts fired a 2 under par 70 in the rain to edge out Kathy Whitworth by a shot and win the American Defender Golf Classic in Raleigh. Roberts picked up $6,400 for her first tour win in more than a year. The Miami Toros, on the strength of forward Cliff Marshall's goal 520 into overtime, won their first game of the year 1-0 over Seattle. Miami's first win in 7 outings was a long time coming. The Toros didn't even see their first goal until Friday night's loss to Chicago. The Toros' next game is Wednesday night in Philadelphia. Well, baseball is next right after this.
Tomorrow, Monday only, save 15 to 30% on every Barker Lounge recliner at Burdines. Custom order from 26 styles into hundreds of covers. And Burdines guarantees delivery before Father's Day. This contemporary recliner, regularly $259, is now only $179. This pop-up, only $219. These rockers, only $199 each. Don't miss this one-day Barker Lounger custom order sale tomorrow, Monday only, at Burdines.
Yowza, yowza, on their feet for 1,000 hours. Just look at those wonderful kids dancing their way to fame and fortune. How do their feet stand the pace?
With Dr. Scholl's Air Pillow insoles, anybody's feet can feel fresher longer. Put a cushion of softness between you and the hard ground with Dr. Scholl's Air Pillow insoles.
Oh, look at them, folks, like they're dancing on air.
Lots of action in the majors. Let's get right to the results. Milwaukee clobbered their Red Sox 11-5 to win their 7-game losing streak. The Orioles shut out New York 7-0. Ken Holtzman pitched a 5-hitter in that contest. Cleveland blanked the Tigers 4-0. It was Chicago edging Kansas City 4-3. California by 4 over the Twins 5-1, and Oakland beat Texas 3-2. In the National League, in the first of 2, the Mets beat Cincinnati 7-5. In the nightcap, it was Cincinnati 8 over New York 8-1. Los Angeles shut out the Pirates 6-0. It was the Cubs 6, San Diego 5. Atlanta edged Montreal by the same 6-5 score. St. Louis over San Francisco 9-3, and Philadelphia bombed Houston 12-2. A big day in auto racing. At Indianapolis, Mike Mosley led 14 qualifiers for next weekend's Classic as he turned the best average time at the Brickyard, 187.588 miles an hour. That's the 3rd fastest of the weekend. Defending champion Bobby Unser qualified 2nd fastest today, 6/100ths of a second behind Mosley. Janet Guthrie, incidentally, was not one of the qualifiers. And Bob, we're going to race back to you.
Thank you, Jane. It's good to have you with us. 9 persons have died and 56 more have been injured in a wave of violence this past weekend in Northern Ireland. The worst single attack against police authority since the civil strife began 7 years ago saw 4 policemen killed and 3 others injured in 2 separate incidents. A 17-year-old Arab girl was shot to death today in the occupied West Bank during a riot that was reportedly started by school children. Israeli officials say she was shot when a soldier accidentally tripped and discharged his rifle. But eyewitnesses contend the soldier ran into a house after the girl and killed her. The youngster was the 8th person to die in West Bank political violence this year. Hundreds of people turned out at the girl's funeral. Israeli newsmen in the town said the atmosphere was tense and that all shops, offices, and schools were closed. Shootouts between police and Marxist guerrillas left 4 policemen and 11 guerrillas dead today in Tehran, Iran. Dawn raids by police on 3 Marxist hideouts triggered the exchange of gunfire between the 2 forces. Still to come, Don Carson and the weather and more news.
Monday and Tuesday only, Jordan Marsh's entire collection of Strato-Lounger recliners are $30 to $80 off, and they're all on the floor right now. 26 different styles of recliners in a wide choice of fabrics. All can be ordered tomorrow for delivery in plenty of time for Father's Day. Every Strato-Lounger recliner at Jordan Marsh is on sale Monday and Tuesday only. Save $30 to $80 at all Jordan Marsh stores.
Sergio Franchi for Plymouth Volare.
Volare. Oh. How do you like my new Volare? So different for a small car. It rides like a big car. Yet the price is modest. You should try it. Come ride Volare today. Drive small, the comfortable way.
Plymouth Volare, the new small car with the accent on comfort.
We had very little sunshine in South Florida this weekend, so let's check with Don Carson, see what tomorrow looks like. Don?
Well, Bob, I really don't expect any drastic change in our overall weather pattern, at least for the next day or so. In fact, our generally overcast skies will stay with us, as will the showers. Matter of fact, our chance of showers tomorrow afternoon, tomorrow evening, up there pretty good, around 40%. Talk a bit more about that in our complete forecast coming up in a moment. Right now, let's check the current information. In Miami right now, under partly cloudy skies, 79 degrees. The barometer is 30.04 and steady. Humidity 77%. Winds out of the south at 5. That surf reading on Miami Beach, 77 degrees. On radar, heavy thunderstorms occurring at this hour from just north of Palm Beach right here. We can catch most of this activity. Actually starts from the Lake Okeechobee area, coming all the way down through and including a good part of Broward County. Heavy activity, as I said before, some areas getting up as much as 2 inches per hour. All this activity is moving toward the northeast at this hour at about 12 miles an hour. Let's take a look now at the satellite still photo, and this picture taken about 3:30 this afternoon can't reflect the widespread activity which began building up after this shot was taken during the late afternoon hours over the northern part of Florida. In fact, by around 6 p.m., heavy thunderstorm warnings had been issued all the way from just outside of Jacksonville here, clear over to and including the Florida Panhandle. All this continues this evening. A new severe weather and marine statement was issued just a short while ago for the Jacksonville area. On the film of now, the counterclockwise circulation around a rather slow-moving low-pressure cell can be seen moving across the Midwest right about here. In fact, this whole wide area of activity is just part of a rather complex conglomeration of weather systems stemming from that low-pressure system, which right now is located over Michigan. Widely scattered showers, thunder showers, and occasional very heavy thunderstorms all afternoon and evening long over this entire area. And as I said, this continues this evening. As this cold front moved through areas of Iowa, Missouri, and Texas a little bit earlier this evening, some minor flooding was reported. Right now, under partly cloudy skies, 64 degrees for Atlanta. Foggy at New York City, 59 degrees there. Mostly cloudy skies, a few widely scattered showers for Boston, 62 degrees. It's raining in the Windy City. Chicago, 55 degrees, 64 degrees, partly cloudy skies for Minneapolis, St. Paul. It's been a day of mostly clear skies for the far western states, and that continues this evening. As this entire system here continues moving eastward, widely scattered showers and thunder showers will be seen all day tomorrow over parts of the southeast, the Atlantic seaboard, northeast, including New England. As we look at our state forecast now, we'll call it mostly cloudy, widely scattered showers all day tomorrow over the northern counties, including the Panhandle, partly cloudy with mainly afternoon and evening thunder showers for central and south Florida. Let's take a look now at that local forecast for the greater Miami area. Again, we'll call it partly cloudy with mainly afternoon and evening thunder showers developing, about a 40% chance. Low tonight about 75, high tomorrow in the mid-80s. For you boaters, our winds will be out of the southeast about 10 to 15, seas 3 to 5 feet, bays and inland waters will have a moderate chop. Bob, that's the weather.
Thank you, Don. 3,000 to 4,000 persons had to evacuate a 12-square-block area of Glen Ellen, Illinois today when ammonia gas fumes leaked from a ruptured railroad tank car. At least 9 persons were treated at hospitals for inhalation of the fumes. None of the victims are listed in serious condition. John Ehrlichman says he feels sorry for his former boss, Richard Nixon. According to an interview published today in a California newspaper, Ehrlichman predicted that Nixon's accomplishments won't be recognized for years, and he said the former president cannot take defeat philosophically.
He's home. Eddie's home.
You know, we had to save for years to send Eddie to college, but look at him. Wasn't easy sometimes, but it would have been a little harder without Florida National. We've been putting money in Florida National for a long time. Now Eddie's really getting something out of it.
Put your money and you can get the most out of.
The enemy is problem perspiration. A dancer has to work hard and look cool.
We must keep dry, so we use Mitchum antiperspirant. Mitchum has 2 active ingredients, not 1. It's strong enough for problem perspiration.
And it's buffered. He may not care about that, but I do.
Introducing new Mitchum Roll-On Lotion. Strong enough for problem perspiration, kind enough for a ballerina. Available at food fair and public supermarkets.
Over the years, as the automobile advanced, Exxon advanced right along with it, introducing new improvements in its gasolines, motor oil, and lubricants, all as a result of Exxon's product quality research. And over the years, the American driver has had a friend by the side of the road, your Exxon retailer. He's still there to serve you, still backed by dependable products that will help you make every mile count.
Looking for a nearly perfect skincare system? This may be it. Etheria, a program of scientifically formulated skincare and beauty treatments. Etheria and Burdines invite you to meet our trained specialist. You'll discover why we can offer this unique warranty. While there, pick up a sampling of fragrance-free Etheria, plus its perfume partner, Narelle, in an elegant collector's box.
It's just $7 with your Etheria or Narelle purchase at Burdines.
Increasing numbers of persons with eye troubles have been turning to surgery as a means of correcting or restoring their vision. One operation involves a corneal transplant. Steve Gendel has more.
The cornea is the window to the eye, the clear part in front. If the cornea is faulty, vision is impaired. In the case of Patsy Swanson, her cornea is clouded because of a genetic defect. To restore her vision, her cornea will have to be replaced.
The patient, Patsy Swanson, works as a secretary. Through sheer determination, she managed to keep her job, even though her vision was failing. First in one eye, then in the other.
Well, suddenly, like within a 2-month span, like reading the newspaper each day, the print got smaller and smaller, and I finally realized I couldn't see. And then I went to the doctor.
Cornea surgery is not new. The first successful attempt dates back to the early 1900s in Switzerland. But in the last 3 to 5 years, advanced technology has made it virtually a brand new procedure. Today, corneal transplants are done under a microscope. The instruments are so small they have to be picked up with forceps. The doctor's hands are too big. The eye surgeon is Jerome Goldman.
The suture that I'm using now is so fine that one doesn't see it with the naked eye. One can only see it under magnification. That's made of a monofilament nylon. The needles are quite small and very fine. These were not available 5 years ago.
But one thing hasn't changed. One cornea can be replaced only with another cornea. Doctors are dependent on people who leave their eyes to medicine after death. Lions clubs maintain eye banks around the country to coordinate the availability of tissue. But today there isn't enough. Surgery often has to be postponed for weeks, waiting for a suitable donor eye to become available, so that a person like Patsy Swanson can see.
By having a transplant, that you're able to see again, rather than living in the world of darkness. I had the patch off the day after surgery, and I could see very clearly. For 5 years, I've been down, kind of, like I really couldn't plan on the future, but now everything is looking fine, and I have everything to look forward to now.
This is Steve Gendel for CBS News.
Taking another look now at tonight's top stories, Secretary of State Henry Kissinger says he may quit the Ford administration in the fall, even if the president is reelected. The chairman of the Senate Intelligence Committee says the FBI had an assassination file, and a modern new wing opens at county-run Jackson Memorial Hospital. Jane?
Well, Montreal won the Stanley Cup, and the Suns advanced to the NBA final.
Weather, partly cloudy skies tomorrow with mainly afternoon and evening thunder showers.
And that is our late news. Thank you all for joining us. Have a good week.
Uniroyal Tiger Paws. Radial, belted, and 4-ply. So now you have a whole family of economy-priced Uniroyal Tiger Paws to choose from at special low prices extended through this month only. Like $17 for a 4-ply Tiger Paw. Prices available at all Uniroyal Tire and Auto stores. Check your Uniroyal dealer for his prices.
At Banner Tire Stores, North Federal Highway, Homestead, and North State Road 7, Hollywood.
Meet the blue ribbon winners at the Publix Garden Show. Fresh Western broccoli is a #1 vegetable dish, so green and tasty, just 39 cents a bunch. When planning a ham dinner, be sure to choose delicious Mohawk Extra Lean canned ham. The 3-pound can is $4.89. You'll receive 100 extra S&H green stamps with a newspaper coupon. And Electric Perk or regular Savarin coffee in the 1-pound can is $1.09. Limit one with other purchases of $7 or more, excluding cigarettes, at Publix, where shopping is a pleasure.
The new Mazda Miser. EPA-rated better mileage than Pinto Pony, Toyota Corolla, VW Dasher. Only $28.95 at your Mazda dealer.
Sammy, Wednesday at 9 on 4. Welcome to The Late Show. Tonight's feature, Cry Rape, stars Andrea Marcovici and Peter Caulfield.